You got it.
Steven,
Eric?
do you know
No, I don't.
what I wish for?
For Christmas? It's, I don't know. When does Christmas start? What do you wish for, Eric?
What I wish for, personally, is, to feel as united as China and Taiwan.
Yeah. Or Afghanistan and the Taliban. They're united as well.
Like peacefully unifying together and,
Or any part of the States. Any part of Canada.
part of the States.
Any part of Canada.
Any part of Canada.
United Nations, once and for all.
Yeah, I'm just tired of feeling so unified,
Or so segregated. So you want to be unified now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting tired of the unity. I want division, So that's why I started making the comparisons that we're living in Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
That's why I started doing that.
Oh, that's why you did? Are you the one that started that?
I started the whole thing.
The whole...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The whole far right movement. I'm behind that movement.
You're behind it. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you start that? When did you start it? I have so many questions.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good interview.
It was actually pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because these types of people, they react off emotion. So you just need to make them feel enough, and they'll do anything based off emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't sit down and deconstruct things with their minds and logic. They use the emotions. So I just fired them up a bit.
Yeah.
I
just put some memes out there with
started
a little bit of
like
slight propaganda.
Slight propaganda. That's how it started.
Yeah.
That's how it started going under the table. Right, and then once that people started getting used to that, then I started
ramping it up,
just a little bit though,
or okay,
a slight
ramp. This must have taken a while.
It has taken a long time. Yeah. Well, it has taken a long time. It's been in development for a lot of years now,
and it's pretty much the end of it now.
It's pretty much at the end of it now. Yeah.
Well, how much further can you go than this? Right.
Well, what I started explaining, like how. How much white people were being discriminated against.
Yeah,
that got their emotions
going. People need to start understanding it.
Right.
I agree. And it really, that's a whole. I mean, I'm proud of you that you started that.
So that's why I flew in over 100 of my aircrafts.
To where?
In Taiwan.
For what?
Because I want to peacefully unify myself with Taiwan.
Oh, okay.
So that's why, again, because I take things slow.
I don't just
go in.
Football games where they fly the airplanes over top of the stadium with colors of the flag.
Yeah.
Red, white,
Pride
and blue.
flag.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I'm just so unifying.
Yeah,
So
I think the states should change their flag to the pride flag.
I think they should.
That would really be the unification that we need.
So that's what I did is I took over, my aircrafts and I went into their...
Your aircrafts?
Yeah.
There's a lot I don't know about you.
I know, but...
What can you do?
When I got out from down under in your basement, I started striving.
It's been that... You did this all that quick?
Well, I had somebody else doing it for me while I was...
Oh, okay. That
being tied up, right? Because I'm connected, right?
Yeah.
You got to realize this.
We didn't even have your phone.
Just because I'm not there.
You didn't have your phone.
Doesn't mean what I'm trying to do isn't happening. Because people are doing it for you. They know what you want. Exactly.
Just keep it going.
Right. And when I got out, I ordered all of my aircrafts to start going into fly around in a defense zone of Taiwan.
Yeah, just to peacefully.
Right. And then I peacefully made a statement that I'm just...
Peaceful.
I'm trying to peacefully unify each other.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that, so...
No.
And then they started talking about how they're going to protect their democracy and independence.
You're just trying to be peaceful.
Means. Exactly.
Yeah, democracy's not peaceful.
Think about this, right? So last night, I smoked golden frog poison.
Okay.
Right. And it made me think.
Where'd you get it from?
Yeah, that's another story.
Oh, okay.
So it made me think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They want to protect their democracy. We're a communist. Okay, hear me out on this. One country, 2 separate governments.
That's what should have happened?
That's my plan. That's how I'm going to peacefully unify each other.
That's a good idea. So are you unified? What makes something unified? Just being a country?
Yeah.
Well, then what makes a country?
What makes a country?
Yeah.
Unification.
Oh. Okay.
Right? So I think
why stop at 2 different governments then?
Well, did I say I was going to stop there?
No, you didn't. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
You got a big plan.
I have big plans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to keep, expanding on these plans. But first, I'm going to, we're going to start sharing our 2 cents.
Yeah.
Great. Tell me, Halloween is around the corner.
Halloween is around the corner. It's close. Actually, what qualifies as around the corner? If you're going by weeks, is it?
I would say whatever you feel is around the corner.
So technically, if you were to start, let's say we're going on a whimlim. We'll whimlim. Yeah.
We're gonna play Rummy 500.
Yeah, Rummy. Yeah. With Django. Yeah. And so if you start off the year, go on a limb. Start it off in January.
Okay.
It's really strange. If you get halfway through the year, so let's say we're in July or August, we'll do August. Is Halloween right around the corner? Because not around the corner is what you already passed.
If you feel that Halloween is close in your heart in August,
then it is, right?
Then it's around the corner. It's around the corner. Who am I?
It's a life lesson. It's for everything. We're not just talking about Halloween. It can also be about your beliefs in the corrupt society.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, go. Halloween is around the corner.
Yeah.
And to those it's not, well, I'm sorry, but it's in like a week or 2, so.
It's around the corner,
And I apologize.
So with that being said, what kind of character would you be in a horror movie?
Oh, given that Halloween's around the corner?
Given that Halloween's around the corner.
What kind of character would I be?
And
actually, they're making a new Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Do you know that? They're making a new Halloween movie with Mike Myers.
You're not going to fucking believe this. But that's what I was about to say.
No, you weren't.
Yes. And I was going to say, another reason why I know that is because the same goddamn movie comes out every fucking year. Michael Myers, Halloween.
That was the first comment that I saw. How many times are they going to make this movie? I can't believe you were going to say that.
Dude, I swear to and this is not planned at home.
No. If you can't tell.
Our podcasts are, I'd say, 80% improv.
On a whim limb?
Yeah. So.
That's funny. So we'll continue it anyways, even though I debunked your story time.
No, you didn't debunk shit.
Oh, well.
I asked you a question.
Okay, who would I want to be?
No, who would you be? Not who would you want to be.
Oh, so not who I want to be. Who
would you be? Like, what kind of character? Like, are you going to be the one, like, you're out of there? Like, 5 minutes in?
Oh, not a bad guy character. I thought you were talking about, like, a bad guy character.
No.
So, like, not like Freddy Krueger or Mike Myers coming once a year.
Right. You're the victim. What kind of victim are you going to be? Are you going to be the one that's, like, out of there, sprinting away?
What kind of victim? Well, let me ask you the question first. No, I'm kidding. I think I'd be the one that, honestly, like if it were to happen, I'd be out of there. I don't know. I feel like I'd just freeze. I don't know.
Freeze. At ease.
No, yeah.
Let funny man bang on these keys.
I'd be out of there.
Yeah.
I would definitely be out of there.
You'd be out of there?
Yeah.
How fast? Like, you start hearing about this murderous killer on the loose. How fast are you out of there?
So, but that's the thing.
Are you out of there within a week?
Where would you go, though?
In another state, province? I don't know.
You know what? So, specifically about a murderous thing, but in ghost movies like Insidious or
Well,
Annabelle,
you can't get away from that. It follows you.
Oh, does it?
Because it's like a demonic entity.
Why are you staying? Why are they staying in the house though?
Well,
just try to go to a different house. Maybe they just.
But it's gonna latch on to you.
I think it does.
That's what I believe, anyways. Do
you believe in that?
In paranormal?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm fully convinced on the demonic aspect.
Okay, but you believe in spirits?
But yeah, I've definitely seen like weird things in my life.
Well, I mean,
where I'm like,
depends who you ask, but
yeah,
I don't believe in that. I don't think
that's fine. Yeah, no, that's cool.
No, I was just kidding the way I said that.
Yeah, depends who you ask. Yeah, so
yeah, that's fucking guy. So in a we'll say monster, but we'll say like a serial killer, like Mike Myers or somebody like that walks around and kills everybody in the town because nobody knows how to look around.
Right.
Honestly, like if you really think about it, you wouldn't be gone right away because you wouldn't think it's true, unless it was like documented or told.
Okay, so I mean, like let's see here on the news, like 5 people died last night from a stabbing,
and the killer's gone.
Yeah.
In your town?
Right.
No, I wouldn't be gone.
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you still haven't answered the question. So how long would it take?
It's a deep question, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, realistically, like you would like to see that you'd be gone?
Well.
Am I putting too much thought into this?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No, I think this is precisely the amount of thinking you should be putting into this.
So I shouldn't put any more. Oh, fuck.
No, you can keep.
I can't keep
pouring
going.
on. Yeah.
Okay.
Bisquick. Keep pouring the Bisquick.
Yeah. You know? Banana Bisquick.
Right.
Banana pancakes.
It's like when you were pouring the biscuit,
mm-hmm.
Did you try to make pancakes?
Medialitis be.
This shit is systemic inside of us, B. The medialitis be.
I feel like if it starts to go 2 or 3 times that is told, like that
okay,
comes out.
So from 5 deaths or stabbings or disappearances to 15.
5 in one night, and if that were to happen another time or one more time, I can't guarantee you, but 2 more times, yeah, I'd be gone. I'd be gone.
Yeah.
And who knows, at that point maybe it would be me that dies, so I wouldn't be gone at that point, but I would be gone.
You'd be gone.
Leave. I wouldn't.
Your soul would be.
Well,
actually,
yeah.
Your soul would be everlasting.
Yeah.
Well, depending,
on a multitude of factors,
right?
And,
well,
the square root of X. And you don't got to deal with.
You would just see pure darkness.
Yeah.
But my soul.
Would you see anything though? If you're seeing darkness, are you?
Depends who you ask.
Yeah. So what would you do if there was a serial killer on the loose?
Okay.
This is a spooky episode. Just because it's Halloween's around the corner.
It is around the corner. Depends who you ask.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, very similarly. Like, I mean, if I'm in a small town and like 5 people die one night,
yeah,
I think I'm gonna go away for
a small town. In what sense? Like, there's small towns that are small, or there's like,
how small is the one in Halloween? Do we know that?
I don't know.
I've watched that movie about like 8 times, but I still can't.
Still. Well, which movie
I never
8 times?
Halloween.
There's like 100 movies though.
Boy, it's kind of the same thing.
No, it's all the same thing.
Doesn't really change. Like, imagine.
We'll say.
Imagine you're like the movie producer, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
so
that's
this time. I really got something this time. But seriously,
imagine being that first producer. Like, that's the fucking life.
Yeah.
Like, you just make this same movie every year. Just change a little bit. Get maybe a little more creative with the killings. Mm-hmm. But you're
instead of throwing them off the bridge this time, they'll slice their legs off and then throw them.
Right?
That's thinking. What a life is that? Is it the same producer or director that is doing this one?
Oh, for sure. I would say. Like, I mean.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Probably, maybe, yeah.
Why not? I mean.
Yeah.
Regardless if it is or not.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are still going to watch it. Yeah.
And exactly, they know that people are gonna watch the movie.
So
they know that I'm gonna freaking watch the movie.
Yeah, well, I actually just bought tickets to it. So
I pre-ordered them and everything.
5,000 and 10,000 people. Well, that's a small town.
5 to 10K people.
Like if you're talking 500 people, the first time I hear that, I'd be gone. Like I hear a whisper of it, I'd be out the door. 5. All
right, honey, we're going.
We're going to
5
Blue
to
Mountain.
10. Yeah, 5 to 10K people. On the second occurrence, I would be out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I hear about like 5 people dying, I'd be on alert, on high alert.
And then
And then if I hear about it one more time, I'm out. I'm taking a quick vacay for like a month. I'm going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
That's my plan. That's the kind of character I'd be in a horror movie.
So
I wouldn't stick around.
So what about we'll change the subject now. We're getting really spooky here.
All right.
Now we'll say it's a scary like a spirit, like a ghost or demon.
Right.
And it's in the house.
Right.
What would you do?
First
What kind
thing
of character would you be in that kind of movie, right? Would you be the one that goes to look at what's going on? Would you be the one that...
No, we'd call a demonologist as soon as I fucking
right
can.
away.
Yeah.
You got a cat that knocks something over? Yeah, there's a bit of a problem here.
Yeah, I think
I think there's definitely a demon, sir. This is like the 5th time you've called me this week. No, like seriously.
No, seriously, I play Phasmophobia, and I'm pretty sure this is a mare.
Never say the name.
Of what?
Oh, can you say what type of ghost it is? Yeah, probably,
Sure.
right? You just can't say the name of the ghost, like Richard Stevens. Are you here, Richard Stevens? The lights go off.
Richard Stevens, are you here? Show me a sign.
Show me a sign you're here. I'd be completely gone, without a doubt.
Yeah, like there's, seeing a guy standing there with a machete would not scare me as much as something that would like throw me across the room.
So what would scare you more? Something that would throw you across the room? Somebody with a machete? Well, somebody with a machete wouldn't scare you as much?
No.
Okay.
Because I know that I still have a chance.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, I don't know, let's say you're walking, right?
Yeah.
It's at night, and then, like, you look up, because for some reason you weren't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking at night.
Okay.
You weren't paying attention, which you should be walking at night. It should be fucking 24/7. You're like this. Man, woman,
that's
baby,
one
fucking
thing,
none of the above.
I don't know if we talked about this before, but I've never realized until it was with my girlfriend walking at night that you should be doing that. Because she was like that, and I was like, what the hell are you doing?
Okay, well, here's another
I never
thing.
thought of that.
Okay, so,
right?
So you never thought of that, but it depends who you ask, because I think about that all the time, and I'm a white male. So just folks at home, wait a second.
You also live in a bigger town than I have, though.
Yeah, but also men, statistically,
mm-hmm.
we're prone to physical violence.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
So, like, man, women, like, just so women know, it's also not comforting for a man to be walking at night.
Alone. No, I don't feel comfortable.
Like, that's just a human thing. Unless opinion.
I'm with 1 or 2 people, then I'm fine.
Well, 1 or 2 people, around. Then yeah, you're not really a victim anymore when you're more than 2.
Unless unless both of you are victims.
Yeah, unless you're both not paying attention to what's.
And there's 4 people that come in.
Right, then.
A bit of a problem.
Yeah, but at night, just 360 all the time.
Yeah.
No headphones. That I also don't.
No
get.
Headphones.
People walking
with headphones
at night with headphones.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you're trying to die.
Yeah,
I'm kind of convinced you're trying to die or you're trying to get hurt. Anyway,
I think it does depend on. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's say you're walking in the dark
mm-hmm.
and you look up. There's a guy standing there with like clearly you see the outline of a machete,
like a meat cleaver.
Yeah, and you're like, okay. But he's like, he's not close enough.
He's smiling at you and waving.
Right. Yeah. He looks like a friendly guy. No, but he's not close enough that he's gonna like grab you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's going to scare you more? That or you're in your house and something gets...
So you're outside and that happens.
Right. And something gets whipped at you or...
And it's not a ghost, it's a real person, the first thing?
Right.
Is that what you're talking about?
What's that?
Like it's a real person that's standing there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a real person.
What would scare you more? That or you're inside?
Or like you feel a demonic presence in your house.
Okay. Or,
Oh, okay.
hear this. Or you're laying in bed at night, it's midnight, and you hear a baby crying.
Outside or in my house?
In your house. In your house. No, midnight. You hear a baby crying. You live nobody near you.
Okay, well now the details are pouring in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you live in a single family home. You know, we really got to get these details here. You live in a single family home. You have a bit of property, so there's nobody near you. See, that's the scary thing too. There's a lot going on here.
There is a lot going on.
Single family home and you hear a baby crying at night.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's inside or outside, you hear it crying.
Okay.
Midnight. No,
Midnight.
say 2 a.m. There you go. It's
Even
a little
scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so what would scare you more? Feel a demonic presence? Hear stuff moving around in your house?
No, but it'd be more than that. Like the demonic presence, like
Cold?
You may like see damage to your house.
Mm-hmm.
You may have felt something. It may have moved you. Like who knows?
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe it spiritually moved you.
Right.
So now you want to praise the. You want to
now
send
you
your
want to
voice
accept
up to the havens.
Right.
Or
the machete.
Or the machete, or the baby crying.
Right. The demonic presence would still scare me the most.
You think it would?
Yes.
Really?
What do you do against that? You can't do anything against that.
No, you can't.
For the machete guy, I'm confident enough in my running skills and adrenaline that I'd get away.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I can run
and it's
fast.
a machete. It's not like it's a gun.
Right. So unless he
figure that
runs as fast as me,
Yeah.
he's not going to catch me.
No. And I mean, a lot of the time it's an old what's the word? It's an older, not very athletic male
Right.
that has a machete.
Might be an incel.
Probably.
Probably.
Oh, why would he be killing you if he's an incel? Maybe he
he's
thinks
just
you're
angry.
a girl. Maybe he thinks you're a girl.
Maybe he thinks I'm
Or yeah, and then if you hear a baby, you walk in your living room, there's a baby crying, and you just kick it.
Right. I take the baby, I put it on my porch, I close and lock the door.
Yeah.
No,
You go back to bed
like a
and
baby crying,
It's
like
inside again.
it'd be scary, but I'd be like, what? Like I would just like. But let's go into details now.
Okay.
When I go see the baby crying,
Yeah.
what happens? Is it a demonic baby, or is it
No,
just
it's-
a baby?
It's a
Like when I go down and check
it's
it
a
out.
baby. Yeah, you had all your doors locked. We'll get into the details.
Okay, so I would
had
I
all
would-
your
I would
doors
assume
locked.
what I would assume was I'd go downstairs and there's a baby in my house, right?
Yeah.
I would assume that a single mother or father that feel they cannot support the child broke into my house and left the baby there. That's what I would tell myself. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be like, oh, like a demon
It's a
left
demon.
this baby.
But what if you had all your doors locked? The windows.
And so
Well,
I
if
do a
somebody's
tour
breaking a window, and yeah, you do a tour.
and nothing is damaged.
No.
Then I'd be
Maybe
like,
just inside the doors are still
it's
locked.
a miracle. I would start believing in Jesus Christ.
Get on your knees and pray.
I'd be like, I'm meant to be a father now.
Yeah, that doesn't scare you. That's interesting.
Why would that be scary?
No, I don't. It's just
It'd be fucking. It would be scary at first,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
waking up in the middle of the night hearing a baby. That'd be terrifying.
yeah.
But when you go check it out and it's nothing, okay, then my nerves would cool down and
That
I
makes
would think
sense.
it's a miracle. But the demonic presence, get me out of there.
You know what's interesting too. So when we'll say you're at the same house, and normally at night, so what would you be doing? Would you have no sound in your house, like no white noise machine, no TV on, no nothing?
Yeah, no white noise. Love.
And is it scarier to have a noise happen when there's no noise, or to be in silence when you're used to noise?
I'd say it's scarier hearing noise when there's other noises going on, because then you didn't get a clear
Yeah. Because
hear
then you're
of
in your
what
head
that
about
noise
it.
was.
Then you're in your head about it.
Right. But if it's like dead quiet, you have the chance to hear what kind of noise it was,
Mhm.
and then you can adjust accordingly.
That makes sense.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
So what were you getting at about the director of Halloween?
Oh, I don't know.
You know, because Halloween is around the corner.
It is around the corner. But no, I was just genuinely curious.
Yeah, I saw that too, and like, so they're releasing that movie. I just saw something today about it. When has it been a bit for you since you saw that?
I saw the advertisement for it
Today?
Yeah.
What the hell?
What?
It's coming out in like a week.
Yeah, the 15th.
What kind of advertisement? They don't even need to advertise it anymore.
No, because people know
they
it's
just
coming.
put Halloween. They just put Halloween on
Michael
it.
Myers.
He comes back.
No way. And it's the same chick. It's the same.
It's the same. Oh yeah,
older woman.
Yeah.
That survives over and over again. I mean, she's no longer scared of him.
Like, how is he still? I
mean,
understand.
that'd be like almost feel like a family reunion at that point.
Yeah. Oh,
like Michael Myers.
Mike, what's going on, Mikey?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Still.
How you doing? Still killing people?
Jesus.
Still got your axe?
All
Does he have an axe or is it a machete?
It's a machete. It's a butcher knife. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But he does get creative sometimes.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much as Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No,
that guy was fucked up.
Did you watch the newer Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I don't think I want to.
No, it's crazy.
Like those movies, it's like I can do without watching.
And it's based. Is it based on a true story? Those I'm pretty sure
Texas?
It is.
I think so. I think
there was. I don't know if it's
which makes it even
exact.
more disgusting.
Oh yeah,
and gruesome. Like
yeah,
fuck man.
Yeah,
some crazy shit into the world. But
I like when they show it at the end. Like you watch the whole movie, you're like, holy shit, that was scary.
Yeah.
Good thing it's a movie based on a true story. You're like, oh shit.
I mean, listen. We just wanted to lighten it up a little bit because, I wanted to. I didn't want to talk about fuck all today. I didn't want to talk about any mandates. I didn't want to talk about Gestapo police. I didn't want to talk about Nazi Germany. I didn't want to talk about, the far right comparing everything that's going on to. But I think we are going to talk about it just a little bit.
Anyways? But we gotta keep to ourselves,
Just a little bit.
Gotta keep
because I think we had a few interesting conversations before starting the podcast.
Yeah, we did.
Like about how I'll let you explain it, but if you want to talk about it, how minorities never compare themselves.
Yeah. So if you're somebody that's
to other minorities.
Minority wasn't it was like oppressed people or people in oppressed groups. If you're actually in an oppressed group, so what's a good example of someone in an oppressed group would you give in today's day and age?
Well, right off the bat, the indigenous or black community.
Okay, so
is where I'm going.
We'll say the indigenous.
Yeah.
Do you think the indigenous, because the only reason I'm using indigenous instead of black is because of...
Yeah, you don't need to explain
Canada.
yourself.
Well, I'm just saying
okay.
because we're in Canada.
It's fine.
And the black... I'm going to stop that.
There's still
There still is...
There's still a lot of racism in Canada.
But I'm just saying... Because it's
whatever. I think the indigenous is more prominent.
I'm done explaining. Thank you. So, that group, we'll say the group of indigenous people, they never compare themselves to any other minority that happened to the Jews in the Holocaust, to the USSR being enslaved and forced to work and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're an actual oppressed group.
Right.
And then there's the people that are saying that they're an oppressed group.
Right. But they're not.
No, exactly. And we'll use the example of the anti-lockdown and the masks saying that they're being oppressed and the government is taking control of everything.
Right.
If you have to say you're an oppressed group, you're not oppressed. The majority of everybody would understand that you're oppressed if you are oppressed. Right.
Right.
I think it's just that simple.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
You never heard the Jews comparing, or we'll say the indigenous. You never heard the indigenous comparing themselves to what the Jewish people went through during the Holocaust?
No.
That's
but
insane.
then, I guess white people just felt left out and they got bored. I mean, that's what happens to a society that's privileged and has freedom and
needs
has all the resources that you have in the world. Like Canada is just so... Canada has everything. What scares me about Canada is we have everything in Canada. But our defense sucks. Like we have natural gas.
Yeah.
Oil.
Water.
Clean water. Everywhere. We have so many useful, not just useful, but mandatory resources that you need to live.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't even know where I was going.
Canada has one of the most the U.S. as well, but more so Canada, has one of the most expensive telephone prices, like cell phone packages and internet packages in the world.
It's nuts.
Yeah. In the world, like
I know.
more than any other country. It's insane.
Oh, another thing we have for resources is electricity.
Yeah.
We have so much of that. So I think that's what happens, when a society is so privileged and has so much freedom, is eventually like there's a group of people that get ignorant, lazy, and then
they need to feel oppressed about something.
Right. So
it feels like a shitty thing to say, but it's true.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even feel like a shitty thing to say to me. It just seems like the reality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I know in my heart that I know this is going to keep going.
Oh, yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah, it definitely will.
And
people, I mean, do you think some of it comes down to people just wanting to feel different as well? They don't want to.
I don't know, man.
It's deep and it's complicated.
It's deep, it's complicated, and it doesn't even make sense. To me, I don't even know how you can have a conversation with someone when they're comparing it to Nazi Germany. I don't even know how you can have a conversation with someone that actually thinks that.
Yeah.
Again, if you sarcastically think that and you're just making jokes, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then none of my business. But if you're genuinely thinking this, I don't know. Discourse would be a difficult thing to do.
I don't understand how you can be that far. I guess it's social media. It's the power of social media, and it's the power of media as it is right now. And anything, if you believe something, you're constantly fed that information. Doesn't matter if it's false or true or whatever it is. You're constantly fed that same information. So, I think confirmation bias that you get.
I think that's the root of it. Would be the power and influence of media. I think that's the root of it for sure. And I mean, we've seen it not just in social justice causes, but even with all of the investing world, with what's going on in mainstream media, just spewing blatant lies, hiding important information. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, like with everything going on with China, like at the beginning in the intro, the reason I was pretending I was China.
Yeah.
Like China recently flew like over 100 warplanes in their defense zone in Taiwan.
I saw that.
So I guess we could say tensions are high.
I think that's a good thing to say.
Yeah, and recently the leader, the communist leader of China, was like, "Oh no, we're fully planning on doing it, like a peaceful unification between us and the people of Taiwan."
Yeah.
And Taiwan are like, "No, we're here to protect our democracy and independence." And China's like, "No, we believe in one country and two separate governments. We think
it can happen. It'll be a good thing."
I didn't peacefully take over. Nah,
I didn't know that China said that they were allegedly okay with two separate countries, one country and two governments. I didn't know they said that.
Well, that's what they said.
That's just like it's not even. Is there any truth? You can't even fake that that's true.
I don't even know. I don't
know what the hell. It doesn't make sense.
But I mean, for example, mainstream media, we rarely hear things like that. Or, for example, China trampling some parts in Africa and colonizing it.
Yeah.
We don't hear about that.
No,
we don't hear about China expanding in the ocean. We don't hear about that. So with that being said, transferring to a quote from Malcolm X, right? I mean, he said that shit 50 years ago.
50 years ago it is?
I think.
It's crazy.
And coincidentally, he got assassinated.
Yeah.
Right? And he was saying some real shit back then.
So does that mean if we say it, we're going to get assassinated now?
I don't know.
I think that's how that works.
I don't know.
If you read a quote,
right,
somebody got assassinated and said, you'll get assassinated.
Okay.
So go ahead, read it.
So I'm going to read the quote from Malcolm X about what he had to say about the media. So, which makes perfect sense. And keep thinking this is 50 years ago.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make innocent make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And that's true power. Because they control the minds of the masses, which is us, the sheeps. The press is so powerful in its image, making role. It can make the criminal look like he's a victim and make the victim look like he's the criminal. This is the press, an irresponsible press. It will make the criminal look like he's a victim and make the victim look like he's a criminal. And if you aren't careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. So, I see a lot of that.
There's a ton of
in what we're living now.
Yeah.
So.
It's interesting too. Not so much about, that quote is super interesting that it was written 50 years ago, but in the same vein of pandemic and the cold pox, was it the cold pox?
Mm-hmm.
That was another pandemic that happened hundreds of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody that wrote a book on, I can't get the exact name of the book. I don't remember it, but he wrote a book on how it was in Montreal during the cold pox.
Right.
And a lot of the false information and the scare of the vaccines were the same thing. There's so many identical things that happened in the pandemic. But one of the things that's interesting is the vaccine that was created for the smallpox originally, some of the consequences from it could be death, could be very serious things. And death back then was so prominent, it was just happening, it was inevitable and you couldn't get around it. It just happened for no reason.
We still can't get around death
No,
today.
but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like you were able to, it just came so often in so many different places that in today we're it will never happen.
Mm-hmm.
From a vaccine, from so many things that just happen, from being sick, having a cold,
right.
If you were to get COVID back then, you probably would have died.
Yeah.
If you were to get it. That's what I mean.
For sure.
So not.
Yeah, it was way easier to die in the past.
And it's interesting. It's not. It's nowhere near the same thing. Like if you get a vaccine today,
mm-hmm.
it can alter your DNA.
Whoa.
Which I'm not even gonna get started on that, but it's nowhere near the same thing. But there's always parallels that are drawn. We're never living. Well, again, it's never really unique, right?
No, propaganda is not unique. It's not new.
No,
right?
Not at all.
Do you want to talk about how how the far right tends to believe that the government is out to get him and that we're sheeps and we're following the wolf and we're whatever, the dog or whatever.
That part that I was talking about earlier?
Yeah, if the government really wanted to do something nefarious.
One thing that I've heard, and I found another thing that's interesting, and I'm not saying it's true or
no, we're
one thing is true.
We're
I'm just
speculating.
Yeah, I'm just saying what I heard.
Hypothesizing.
Exactly.
We're playing their game.
Yeah. There you go. So if the government was really wanting to control the general population and keep people that it can control,
right?
Would it want to keep people that it's so? Let's say the government's trying to control you by taking the vaccine,
right?
Okay, hypothetically. And the people on the far right are saying that, so they're like, "Oh, I'm not taking the vaccine because I don't want to be controlled." Why would the government kill people that it's trying to keep, that listens to it? Right? So if everybody's listening to it, there's no point in killing people. There's so much more you can get from keeping people alive.
Yeah, that's not the group that they would try to get rid of.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
they try to get rid of the people that aren't listening to them. And I'm not saying, there's parallels you can draw with in so many aspects of it. But
for sure. And this is very tinfoil, and we're just talking.
No, it's not. Yeah, I'm just saying.
But it's if you really believe that, it's wow.
Then there's a counter argument.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'd like to hear an argument back to that. It's just false information that's being fed, and they're so true. And like we say all the time, we're not 100% comfortable with the vaccine either, but
right.
We think that it's the right thing to do, specifically for people that, well, personally, I think that for people that are vulnerable to it, right? If you're stopping your possibility of spreading it to people that would die if they get the virus, then I think that's enough help. And
I think that's a good thing.
And I trust science.
Decent thing.
And it's something else that I saw. It's just I really don't want to get into this that much because we hate talking about it.
Right.
It's just all the negative. That's why we tried to have something funny in the beginning.
Yeah.
But somebody said there was an article about not trusting the vaccine, and it was on Facebook, obviously.
Oh.
And somebody's like, never trusted science, never will. How do you not trust science?
You just don't know. You don't understand. You wouldn't understand.
No, because I'm a sheep and I'm not woke.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I just don't understand. Like, never trust science. That's so broad. Like, so do you not believe that? Like, there's so many things, but just saying you don't trust science.
I mean, everything is science. Right?
I know. That's what I mean.
So
you don't trust anything. Like, nothing's real. They just don't.
Precisely.
Don't understand.
Nothing's
that
real.
Just drove me up the wall.
Yeah.
And that's the last time that I'm going to be going on Facebook. I'm going to keep it on there for to connect with people, but I'm not going on it. I'm not going on it.
Facebook is
I was getting entertained by reading some of this shit that they were saying.
I either get entertained, or if it's a bad day, I get like fired up.
Fired up.
Oh yeah. I let it get to me, and I'm like, why am I here?
Why am I reading this?
So I deleted my Facebook again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. For the 7th.
I don't know why I do that.
Why you delete it?
Yeah. No, like why I get it, delete it, get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, just pick one.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. It was like in the beginning when I tried out online dating.
Yeah.
With like the apps. It was like, you know, I was on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm off. I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm off. I'm on.
Yeah. Just
And I
going
was
back
like,
and forth. You
fuck it,
never
I'm
decide
off.
what you want to do.
I'm done.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you're done now with Facebook?
Yeah.
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 Wait, you'll be on next week, but
Yeah. I'll create another account.
It is what it is. Yeah. What can you do?
It is my goal eventually to
get out. That's like the thing you sent me. Was it a Reddit post about Tinder? The girl. The girl asking.
Like, oh my God.
A girl was asking. It was a girl asking a guy.
Yeah, the
right?
guy. Yeah.
What his social medias are, and then he
Right.
said he doesn't have any social
Right.
media. She's like, "Well, I'm not gonna." That's the end of this conversation. I'm not going to talk to anybody that doesn't have social media because they're lying to me. Everybody has it.
Yeah. She's like, personally, I believe that everyone has social media, and if they don't, they have something to hide.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I hope not a lot of people think like that.
No, that has to be
that has
extreme.
to be particular, right? Because
absolutely.
Holy shit.
I don't understand that. Just living
and if
in
you
their
don't,
bubble.
you have something to hide. It's like,
I have my whole life to hide. Why does it need to be public?
it's like, yeah, I do have actually things to hide.
You
You're
hit
right.
the nail on the head with that. Yeah.
I don't want people to know about my personal life all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Crazy.
And why
Yeah,
is it wrong? Why
well,
is it
because
wrong?
remember one of the conversations we had is the taboo of like cybersecurity and like protecting yourself online.
Yeah.
People are like, you're being paranoid. It's like, what are you fucking? No, this is the future.
Yeah.
People are going into programming now at such a younger age.
Yeah.
How good do you think they'll become at at hacking when they're older?
Yeah. And that's the thing.
You know, and like there's a lot of nefarious people out there. And what do nefarious people do? Well, they try to find the most efficient way to cause damage, which hacking, I would say, is one of the easiest ways to do that.
Absolutely.
Because you don't see the impacts that you're doing to the other person.
No.
So you don't have that like morality issue of like doing something.
You're doing something wrong.
Inherently
visibly.
wrong.
Or
You know you're doing something
hurting
wrong,
people.
but right. So you don't have to like deal as much with that, and you can do detrimental damage. I'd say more damage than most things just by hacking. Like it's crazy. But I think it stems from that.
One thing I wanted to talk about was the Twitch leak.
Oh, yeah.
For those that don't know, Twitch is a live streaming platform, sort of like YouTube, where people can go live, or Facebook, where people can go live. A lot of it is gaming, but it's not all for gaming. It's just
There's
everything.
also
It's the biggest.
ASMR.
It's the biggest one, but it's still smaller. Like YouTube's way bigger than it. It's nowhere near what YouTube is. Not for live streaming, but there's ASMR, hot tub live streams.
Yeah, hot tub live
Those
streams
are
are
good
good.
too.
Yeah, really good. I like bubble bath ASMR.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Bubble bath ear tongue ASMR.
Yeah,
those
yeah,
are good too.
Those are good. Yeah, I fall asleep to that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened earlier this week was, well, I mean, right after the Facebook thing went down, but that was a whole other thing. That's not Facebook. They didn't get hacked, allegedly. Twitch, all of their code, so everything that builds the website was leaked. All of the top, I think it was like 10,000 top accounts, their income
Got exposed.
All the passwords and everything, like everything,
Everything. Yeah,
everything was opened.
That's insane.
And that's the thing. If you have the same password on that as you do for your banking,
You better change that shit real
and
quick.
you're done,
Yeah.
right? Like that's exactly what I was talking about. But
Yeah.
again, it's and I mean, there's never a good answer to it. Like Twitch was like, oh yeah, we can confirm something happened.
Yep.
Like it's a huge problem
That is a huge problem.
Yeah. So
And another huge problem. Well, not really huge. Well, it is a huge problem, but it will never be seen as that. Pandora Papers got leaked as well.
That's
which is
that's true.
offshore bank accounts for the top 1%.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of important figures in that list.
Yeah.
Democratic figures.
It's interesting that that's not.
I know, right?
Was that widely talked about?
Wait, what?
Was that widely talked about, that leak?
I'm lost.
Did the media cover it a lot? Or was it just
Pandora Papers? Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it a lot.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of...
Yeah, like, I saw
I
it
feel
a
like
lot,
it should have been more.
Should have been more.
By how much
Yeah.
information was leaked from that.
Yeah, like, I saw, like, Elton John, a lot of political... from Democratic parties, Republican parties, a lot of athletes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of offshore bank accounts. And some of them are legal, some of them are not. So.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But it'll never be cracked down because
No, that's
how the economy
That's all you
is.
heard from it. They paid off.
Yeah, exactly. It's just weird, you know?
Yeah.
Like these things get exposed and we just forget about them.
Yeah, it's all gone. That's the thing. It's the society. It's the world we live in now. Everything is everybody's information all the time, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's why I love that. That's why I continuously love this, like, the whole thing in the investing.
Yeah.
In the investing game, like we've been fighting this fight for 9 months now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just keep it up. Don't forget about it.
Right. Exactly.
Very good. Very interesting. On that note,
I was hiccuping a lot.
You think we'll end it?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done too. A lot of Halloween talk. Remember, well, actually, there will be another podcast before Halloween. So
yeah, there will be.
We'll
Halloween's not that close. It is around the corner, but it's...
I think a spooky story for the next one would be cool. Something lighthearted. I'll find a spooky story or something like that. We'll see.
Okay, does spooky and lightheartedness go... Like in a very
lighthearted,
scary
as in like
story, be lighthearted.
I mean, it can be lighthearted, but how scary can the story be? Can it be as scary as the world we live in today?
No,
think about that.
No, won't ever be as that scary.
So it's lighthearted.
That's what I'll do. Thank you for that. I'll remind myself if I'm ever faced with a murder, I'll be like, "You're not as scary as society, so fuck you. You don't fucking scare me."
I just stared in.
I live through hell every day.
Life is hell.
Scare me.
Life is hell.
It's not.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening. It's been a crazy episode. When is it not? We're crazy. He's crazy. I'm crazy. Thank you for listening.
Ciao, ciao for now, and till next time.
Take care.